And here is the other member of this team.
Hey, big star. Looks like we'll be working together again.
Freelancer Wraith. Good to see you back at it.
Hell yeah, back at it. Whiskers here has a plan that starts with hello, Diggs, and ends with bad guy tears. You in?
I'm in. He's done enough damage.
Damn straight. Okay, Grandpa, tell us a story.
Yes, okay. Diggs has grown very powerful, very quickly. But dangerous people are angry at him.
He needs a win.
He does, so Wraith will go and fake a distress call.
Fancy gear, alone, wounded, middle of nowhere. Easy pickings, right?
Diggs will definitely notice.
Maybe he comes out to take a look.
Okay, let's do it.
Oh, and Freelancer. My friends are still missing. I know Diggs is behind it. You find him. You hear me?
I hear you.
Sorry about that whole thing with Owen. We were so distracted by our own problems, we only just heard. So you're a legend several times over now.
Talking about the Heart of Rage?
Heart of Rage, Cenotaph, sending the Dominion running back to Strawheim. General Tarsus better watch out.
Freelancer, checking up on us?
Thought I'd see how the cartography lessons were going.
Amazing. Apparently, I'm a natural talent.
A natural talent with a lot to learn.
Let me know when Dax passes the humility test.
You'll be waiting a while.
What does being humble have to do with charting maps?
Our field is a competitive one. If a client doesn't like your attitude, they'll go elsewhere.
Not if I'm the best.
When I was a student in Helios, I knew someone with that mindset. It didn't work out for him.
Helios? Aunt Cordelia, you studied in Anthem.
What? No. I'm certain I spent 8 years in Helios.
After what you went through, a little confusion is normal.
I'm not confused. I have memories of my classes and my apartment. I kept blue flowers on the windowsill.
The flowers were yellow. I stole them from the royal garden. Remember? Mother was furious.
I need to lie down.
Aunt Cordelia.
It's okay, Dax. Let her rest.
Please excuse me, Freelancer.
Just because you're...
Hello, Burndle. How's the Fort maintenance game?
It's challenging. People continue to ignore glaring safety issues. It's only a matter of time until someone is seriously injured.
Come on. Is it really that bad?
We have a cable problem. There are electrical cords and ropes strewn about all over the fort. This is a serious tripping hazard.
Really?
A mechanic tripped in the forge area yesterday and broke her thumb. That accident was 100% preventable.
Accidents are always going to happen. It's part of life.
That's the mindset I'm determined to change. I will implement a bylaw that requires people to properly bundle or store all loose rope and cable.
You want to make loose cords illegal?
Yes. And standing water.
Standing water? You mean puddles?
Standing water is a breeding ground for insects and should be cleared within a reasonable time after a rainfall. Puddles not only get your feet wet, they're another tripping hazard.
How will you bring in the bylaw?
I have a petition I expect you to sign.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to sign the petition.
That's a shame. This bylaw will make our civic environment safer and more livable. I'm trying my best to create a fort we can all call home.
That's nice. I'm sure people appreciate it.
They will, eventually. Did you know we're refurbishing the fountain?
That must be difficult.
It is. I'm very busy. That's why I need to cut this short. Goodbye.
You know a name I don't miss? The Ember.
3 Matthiases, huh? Well, at least he's nice to look at.
I've gone through 15 drafts of a message to my mother. How do you tell someone you're sorry you hurt them, but you'll keep hurting them?
Just like that?
Wow, you're awful. There must be a more diplomatic way.
Just be kind, patient. Maybe one day she'll accept your choice.
That's more than I'm willing to hope for. I can't wait to be back outside. Relics are so much simpler sometimes compared to people.
I've never had a person spit spiders at me.
That's true. Anyway, thanks for taking the time to talk and listen. You've been a real friend. If you ever need Arcanist help from someone who isn't arguing with identical versions of themselves, you know where to find me.
Thanks, Aruna. Take care.
Hello. You're a freelancer, aren't you?
Do we know each other?
Word gets around. There was a time my job was to listen to those words.
Huh. So that makes you...
A spy. Nadira's husband. I think she spoke to you?
Right, she did. You must be Leighton.
This isn't awkward. A grown man prodded into making friends. But my wife insisted.
She said you were a spy? You must have been one of Tassin's people.
Not quite. I was fighting her people. Dominion. Ex-Dominion. I see Nadira failed to mention that.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I defected.
I respect that. The Dominion are a pretty terrible bunch to work for.
Yeah, that's easy to say when you're outside of it, but inside, a man's conscience is never allowed to take root. Like the monitor you went up against. I know his kind well.
I can't imagine.
It's a chorus of one. People forced to sing the same notes. Control, tyranny, supremacy. They become the only notes you know.
Sounds like hell.
I ran from it. Any life in Bastion had to be better than Strollheim.
I'd call Fort Tarsus a work in progress. Some days are good, some bad. Same with the people.
What matters is the balance of decency. It's a commodity in short supply in this world. If we can't find it, we must grow it ourselves.
So you're a spy and a philosopher.
It was my wife who said that, the day I defected to Corvus. She debriefed me. I fell for Nadira before the day was even out.
Must have been one hell of a day.
She was a light at the end of a very dark tunnel. Here was a woman who'd fought in the same shadows I had, yet never surrendered her conscience.
Glad to hear it worked out. Made the risk of leaving the Dominion worth it.
Meeting Nadira saved me. I sometimes wonder if I hadn't left, hadn't crossed her path. My life before, I did things.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm sorry. Bad memories from before. I try not to think about it.
Nadira mentioned that.
She thinks talking about the past will help me. We'll see how it goes.
Well, until next time.
Yes, I'm still learning to make friends the normal way. I hope you'll drop by again.
You know a name I don't miss? The Ember Hole.
John was bad at naming things. Probably for the best that it only lasted a month.
Hey, I am so glad you came in today.
Hi, Amal. What's up?
Thanks for asking. I want to run something by you if that's okay.
Do I have a choice?
See, that's why I value your advice. You're smart. Your suggestion for dealing with that aggressive lady was perfect. She told me she respects me now as a bartender.
That's great.
But now, I want to ask you about a woman who moved in across the lane from me. Her name's Karila, and she's really nice, and I kind of like her. A lot.
So, what's the problem?
Okay, she says there's a package coming for her, and if she's not home, will I look after it?
What did you tell her?
Here's the thing, she's beautiful, but mysterious, so I never gave her an answer. What do you think I should do?
You're probably just nervous because she's pretty. I'd help her out.
Yeah, why not, right? I mean, what could possibly go wrong? I was worried her friendliness and looks and dark, smoky eyes were affecting my decision-making.
They probably still are.
You are so right. They probably still are. Thanks for the advice. I'll let you know what happens.
You're welcome. Can I order now?
Ah, oh yeah, that's probably why you came in here.
Cardea, how are you feeling?
Oh, freelancer. Fine. I'm fine.
Where's Dax?
She's on an errand. Yes, I wanted tea, lavender, I think. We ran out.
Cardea, I think maybe you should see a doctor.
No, I was just lost in thought, thinking about something Owen said.
Owen? How do you... You've never met Owen.
Of course I have. He helped you and Dax find me.
That was Faye.
Faye? Oh, I did it again. I'm sorry.
Last time I was here, you thought you'd studied in Helios, and now you're getting Faye and Owen confused.
I know. I'm getting worse. Dax took me to an Arcanist. Well, technically 3 of them.
You met the Matthiases.
Yes. Interesting fellows. I told them what happened to me when I was trapped.
That you experienced your past, present, and future. I thought you said those memories were fading.
I'm not sure. I've been confused. I know things I shouldn't. Some days, my memories are consistent with Dax's. Other days, they're not. The Matthiases think I was trapped in a temporal reality. What I saw were possible pasts and futures, but not necessarily true.
You said I changed things for the freelancers, and that we become legends.
I don't remember everything I saw. It comes in flashes. Besides, it's probably wrong.
But it could be right.
Even if it was, would you really want to know?
I'm not a delicate flower, Cardea. If you remember something, please tell me.
Okay. You restore the freelancers to their former glory, but an ancient enemy returns. And this time, humanity fails. You fail.
Not gonna happen.
How can you be so sure?
Because I know myself. What you saw, it's a fantasy. It's not real.
I wish I had your confidence.
The first step is sorting out these memories. There has to be a way to tell which ones are genuine.
In time, the false memories might disappear. Right now, all I can do is ask. I rely on those answers.
But can you live like that?
Yes, I can. You survived the Heart of Rage twice. I'll survive this.
You know, you surprised me.
How's that?
I never questioned your battle skills, but your resolve and mental toughness exceeded my expectations.
Thank you, Tassin.
Do you know what I like about you?
My eyes?
What? No, don't be ridiculous. I'm trying to tell you something important.
Sorry, I thought we were connecting.
I admire your loyalty. You stuck by your friends and stayed true to Fort Tarsus.
That's just the kind of freelancer I am.
I agree. Did you know that besides resourcefulness, courage, and intelligence, Corvus values loyalty above all?
I do too.
We may have more in common than you think.
Are you saying I'd make a good spy?
Agent?
Right. Agent.
No. Working for Corvus is a gift. We are the eyes and ears of Bastion, but it comes with risks. Like dying alone, being abandoned by your own government, and in certain times, even reviled as a traitor.
You make it sound so fun.
You joke, but freelancer life can also be unforgiving.
I guess we both have lousy jobs, huh?
Yes, but it's a living.
Did you just crack a joke?
No, I work for Corvus. We never joke.
That's what I thought.
I'll be in touch.
I'm sure you will. Hang on. trouble over here. It's a trap. No, I don't know what the hell is going on. Air radio chatter to Diggs. Let's use that tracer.
Looking at it now.
Yara, tell me you have a location.
I got 2 possible locations. Best I can do.
2? Damn it. I got one. Right?
I got the other. Go. Get moving.
Two signals, Yara?
What can I say? 2 signals.
Right. Tell me if you see anything crazy.
Got it.
Looks like there's some kind of entrance ahead.
Right, you hear that?
Yeah. Got an empty outlaw camp here. This might be a dead end.
I'm in. Seen natural caves, waterfall? Nothing yet.
You know they call this the necropolis? Huh? Our fallen are watching.
Don't worry. We'll find Diggs. His story ends here.
It's good to get out of that thing.
What happened?
That Diggs bastard grabbed me and a few others. Go on, I'm right behind you.
They're taking fire! Get over there!
Understood.
Hold on my way. Let's get that bastard.
Yes, gather the freelancers to fight this coward. Dominion crates, weapons, armor. Not good.
Diggs cut a deal with the Dominion.
Yes, but with no fragments. What's he going to trade?
Plan to sell us to the Dominion.
What? Diggs was going to sell him to the Dominion?
Weapons for freelancers. That's the deal.
Central Cavern. We can't let these get away this time. You hear me?
I definitely hear you.
Electricity, yes. Diggs must be using a Dominion device.
Take out the generators to shut that down. Watch your flank! About time you came out of hiding. Sure, you caused me a lot of problems, but that must sting. Makes me laugh every time I think about it. Coward. This doesn't end well for you, freelancer.
Oh, what's that? I can't hear you.
Diggs is finished. You did it.
It's over, Jarl. It's done.
Yes, and my friends, you found them. Their stories will continue.
Not a bad day's work.
See that? Freelancers kick ass. Woo!
Truth. Thank you. Now come home. We have much to talk about.
You got it.
Want to go to the market for some of those kebabs you like?
No more digs.
No more Diggs. Working with the Dominion in the end. If people heard even a rumor of a freelancer working with them. Bad.
We put a stop to it. Diggs, his people, his whole setup, gone.
Yes, you are right. The good in all this. You rescued your fellow freelancers as well. That is also good.
Yes, we're done.
Oh, you think your work is done? Work is never done, you hear me?
I hear you.
But maybe we find time later to celebrate, huh? The heart of...
Freelancer. My husband Leighton said you spoke to him.
Right. The spy. Who defected.
I'm sorry I didn't mention that. I only see him as Leighton. I forgot his past can still scare people.
Seems like it's still scaring him, too.
That's the problem. Tassin had me debrief him when he came over. It was clear right away that his work for the Dominion, it left him a shell. I've been hoping he can reinvent himself here.
That's a good thing about living on the edge of nowhere. You can leave your past behind.
I told Leighton that. He says it depends on what you've done.
Such as?
He inflicted a lot of pain. Against us. And his own people.
Whatever he did, I still think he deserves another chance.
I'm glad to hear it. Not everyone would.
Was there a price for his second chance?
He gave us years of Dominion intel.
And apparently along the way he fell for you?
I was just doing my job. Debriefing the enemy.
Except now you're married to him.
I saw who he really was. Haunted.
Not exactly love at first sight.
No. But he was haunted by the ghost of the better man he might have been. I've seen that man. It's in him. He grew on me.
He's lucky he found you. I guess it works out for you both.
We share the same flaws, same struggles. And our dinner conversation doesn't freak each other out. But I'm worried about him. More and more, he wants to be alone.
Any idea what's bothering him?
He's talking to himself, sometimes in his sleep. I don't know what it means. I want to help, but he just waves me off.
Well, he seemed okay talking to me.
Maybe this is an opening. I'd really appreciate if you kept at it.
I'll see what I can do.
I think of your department as the bowels of our fort. Hello, freelancer.
Hello, Perndle.
I don't expect your support, but it's my job to create change. So we should discuss a matter that impacts you as a freelancer.
All right.
I wouldn't be so casual. If we don't deal with this, someone is going to die.
Really? You sure you're not overestimating the danger?
Not at all. If you allow me to outline the situation, I'm sure you'll agree with my assessment.
I'm waiting.
The Javelin launch deck has no safety rail.
Good one, Perndle. I thought you were serious.
I'm not joking. The deck is extremely dangerous for maintenance workers. Arlik Janky slipped off the edge during his morning cleaning shift.
Is he okay?
He broke both legs, one index finger, 3 ribs, and his nose. He's okay now, but he's still walking a little funny. And he makes a whistling sound when he breathes.
I'm sorry to hear that. Is there anything I can do?
Yes. Support my proposal to install safety railings on the launch deck.
But javelins might catch on the railings when they launch.
That's a good point. I've got it. tethered safety harnesses. Thanks for helping me come up with a solution.
You're welcome.
I only wish the rest of this fort shared your concern for safety.
Hey, I was hoping you'd drop in.
Here I am.
Remember I told you about Karila and that package, and you said I should help her out and hold it for her?
Yeah.
Okay, so I got the package, and a little later, this guy shows up and pulls a knife on me. Tells me to sit down and starts tearing my place apart, looking for the package. I'm scared, so I sit there until he rips the bedspread my mom made for me. My blood starts boiling, so I rush him. He tries to stab me, but I just drop my shoulder and drill him. We both go down hard. I jump up to get the hell out of there, and that's when I realize he's not moving. He's not breathing, and his head is at a real weird angle. So now I got a dead guy and a package in my apartment, and I don't know what to do!
Go directly to the Sentinels and tell them what happened.
Yeah, good thinking. I owe you big time.
Don't wait. Go now.
Distracted by our own problems, we only just heard.
Ren, I'm on my way. What should I be expecting?
Well, if our beacons are correct, which they are, lots of scars and a very large relic.
Tough, but doable.
Or it's going to be exceptionally challenging and I may never hear from you again.
Or not.
Oh, sorry. I thought we were just saying things that might happen. You were there? What'd you see?
Not sure yet.
Keep looking. team found a relic. Super.
And?
Seems inert, but doesn't make sense. Did you hear that?
I sure did.
Follow it. This time, it's definitely going to be lots of scars and a very big relic.
Oh, I believe you.
It sounds like maybe you don't. Honestly, it's going to be very intense. Doomsday relic. Relic suck. Sorry, there's two.
Fantastic. Going volatile. I've never seen one of those come out of a relic. You can finish it. Are they retreating? They're retreating!
did it!
We did it!
Doomsday relics. Destroy.
The fort is safe again. I'll... Brain?
Freelancer?
I don't think it's over.
Freelancer? I've never seen a relic do that.
Hold tight. We'll get this done. Bryn?
Yes? Oh, looks like we found it. It's making echoes? Grab them, silence it. We can't let this thing reach the fort. It could destroy everything.
That's why we won't let it.
Some relic. I mean, that is some relic that you can absolutely and easily silence. Just keeps going.
It'll fall.
Get those echoes to the relic. They should silence it. That's it?
I think that's it.
That's really it?
That's really it.
Scars, the relics, the scar-eye, the sentinels.
We did it.
We did. Come see me back at the fort when you can, Freelancer.
there you are.
So much done. So much yet to do. Good to see so many contracts being posted. Let's get started.
Off somewhere. Check in when you can.
You and Jack in some sort of who can be the bigger hero contest? That's the third sentence.
Systems are working, Yana. Got some details for me?
Arcanists ran into more trouble than they could handle. Get over there.
Heading over there.
Their camp is under attack. Sort this out.
On it.
That was quick. Keep at it.
I wasn't sure what was going to happen when we got here.
Okay, that's done. Okay, good. But enemies remain. Stop them.
Okay.
Good. They will be back. So stay ready.
Scorpions are all dead.
You look strong. Good job. Ah, yes, good job. Something else has come up, though. A freelancer is in trouble in your area. See what you can find.
On my way.
That freelancer is around here. Find them.
I'll take a look.
Find the grave instead. We'll tell the story on our wall. I see explosives. Finish the contract of this freelancer. Destroy the Scar stockpiles.
Okay.
Continue. Something else has come up, though. This is bad. We've got a rampaging animal around there. Look for it. Stop it.
Got it. On my way.
Looks like it moved on. See if you can determine where it went.
I'll see what can be done. I don't see anything that tells me where the animals went from these remains. I don't see anything that tells me where the animals went from these remains. Wait, I got something. What do you think?
Good. We can get a location now. This must be it. The beast can't be allowed to continue this destruction. It's up to you.
Got it. Have to finish this thing off.
Look, one more monster to deal with.
Still alive. Still going.
Okay, let's try again. Tell me a memory. Anything.
You broke your arm climbing.
Hello.
Hi, Brindle.
Fair warning. I am in a dark and foul mood.
Any way I can cheer you up?
There's a chance. You could help me with some perspective.
I'll try. What's going on?
My foot traffic initiatives were defeated. I've made zero progress on the loose cables hazard, and my proposed standing water bylaw is now dead.
That sounds tough. So what's your plan?
My plan is to leave the fort.
If you ask me, I think you should stay.
That's kind of you to say, but my future lies in Anthem.
Why would you move to the capital?
Because it's filled with bureaucrats and politicians who like making rules and consider personal safety a priority. Those are my kind of people.
They are, huh?
It's terrible to admit, but I feel I've wasted my life trying to make this fort a better place to live.
Maybe you're right. You might find what you're looking for in Anthem.
Thanks for understanding. I already have some exciting ideas on how to streamline certain government processes.
They're gonna love you.
But before I leave, I must file a work order to ensure the courtyard fountain finally gets fixed.
If you're leaving, why do you care about the fountain?
I believe civic amenities are vital to the well-being of the fort. And there's no way I'll let that glitching fountain defeat me.
You sound determined.
I am. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a requisition to complete before I leave.
Hello there.
Ah, freelancer. Perfect timing. This is Sentinel Cal Andron.
Hi. You may recall me from the time you rescued my ass from scars.
And you also know Sentinel Darian Barr.
Good to see you again, freelancer.
Likewise. What's the occasion?
Unfortunately, the Doomsday Relic. You silenced it, but the scars are still after it. And now the Dominions joined in.
The Dominion? That's bad. I'll get out there.
Great, we'll see you at the Relic.
What?
Our work has convinced my superiors that freelancer Sentinel cooperation is a good idea.
Plus, you ever seen Bryn fight? She's a scrapper.
I don't know about that, but my damage output has remained in the top percentiles.
Well, the Scars and Dominion won't know what him. See you in the field, Sentinels.
To stew anyway.
Ah, my good friend. Today we celebrate, we sing, we dance, we drink.
There's clearly been some drinking.
I won't apologize. But now you must dance. Come.
I must.
Yes, there we are.
Hey, you know how Karila had that package and then I accidentally killed that guy and you told me to go to the authorities?
Yeah.
So I told the Sentinels everything, and at first, they were not super understanding. Their commander, Vul, thought I was some kind of vicious killer. But after interrogating me, he finally realized I wasn't. I'm in the clear now, but they'd sure like to speak with Karila.
I'll bet they would. Did you give them the package?
I sure did. That thing caused a lot of trouble.
Did you ever find out what was inside?
It was Ember.
The package was filled with Ember?
Must have been worth a lot of money. Crazy what people do for Ember, huh? I just hope Karila will be okay.
I think she can look after herself. She'll be okay.
I'm sure gonna miss her, but I won't miss all the action. Although, this experience might be good for my acting.
Maybe. Who knows?
Can I get you something?
You know it. Layton, how are things?
Do we know each other?
I'm a freelancer. We spoke before. You told me you defected from...
Of course. I'm sorry. I remember now. My wife wants me to make new friends. Not doing a good job of it, am I?
You okay?
I don't think so. No, there's a fog. Too much time thinking about the past.
It might help if you talk about it instead.
I was a different man back then. Your opinion of me, it will change.
Whatever happened, it's probably worse in your mind than it actually was.
I wish that were true. For some things, there's no fog. It's all too clear.
Let's hear it.
I was a Dominion cipher, a surveillance tool of the state directed against our own people. I tracked their movements, their plans, their sedition. I was very good at this. I was the unseen hand keeping the flock in line. When I caught one straying, they died. Many strayed.
That couldn't have been easy.
Easier than what came next. I also had physical talents, strength, agility, marksmanship. The Dominion put these to use. I was sent abroad on missions. I hunted enemy ciphers, then mentally tortured them to extract information. They begged me to end their agony, which I did, putting a bullet in the source of their pain, their skull. There were so many of them, I lost track. So, what do you think of me now, freelancer?
I'll give you credit for being honest. That was some seriously unvarnished truth.
A truth that I can't seem to reconcile with myself. I did those things.
I can see why your wife is concerned about you.
More than anything, I want to be the man she thinks I can be. The other day, I helped a woman and her boy churn some butter. It was simple. It was real. It's the life I want.
What's holding you back?
The memories don't just vanish.
Your wife mentioned that you've been talking to yourself?
The curse of being a cipher. It's all a jumble. A single word could lead to a memory, and then another I thought I'd forgotten. When I'm thinking, I don't realize it's out loud sometimes.
What's bothering you?
A name. A woman. Aurora. It keeps repeating. She was... Damn headache. I can't remember.
It's okay, if it's too painful.
Aurora is expendable. Collateral damage is acceptable. The state has decided. The state has decreed.
What?
I don't know. It's a memory. I don't know who she was or what I did, but I can feel it.
Whatever happened with her, I think it's tearing you apart.
Can I ever be whole again?
Talk to your wife. Nadira could help. She's worried about you.
No, the shame. Not until I understand this. I need some time to think.
I understand.
The other Sentinels and I are at the Relic.
Brett, You're so focused.
I know you've only seen me at my desk so far, but I do know my way around a javelin.
Yeah, she's already killed 8 scars, by the way.
Tell me you were under attack.
We got ambush. First guard, then Dominion.
We can't do this, everyone.
On your word.
Checked on me like that.
Better than I expected. relic from falling into anyone's hands. A freelancer, there's a sentinel strider at the bottom of a lake nearby. Could you put a beacon on it?
What's the plan, Brent?
The strider in the lake has a shielded cardinal. The team can transport the relic there.
Scars aren't exactly known for their grace underwater.
And once the relic's under the shield, the Dominion can't track it. Gives the fort time to deal with it later. Good work, team. You've got the beacon on the Strider. There is a complication, though. A few fragments are missing. Likely. The scars aren't too far from your current location.
I'll get those fragments back. There's the scar camp.
Clear out those scars, and I bet you'll find the missing fragment. Finding that fragment will be easier after you get rid of those scars.
Yeah, scar. Scar's down. Might be more nearby, though.
I'm certain they took a piece of the relic.
I'll hunt it down. Fragment acquired. Heading back.
Great work.
Thank you, Freelancer. I'm quite sure the other fragment's at the Dominion camp. While you get it, the other Sentinels and I will hold down the fort.
Was that a joke?
It was. Fort like Fort Tarsus, but here.
Yeah, I get it.
Success. The Dominion camp's been found. Now, find that fragment. I'm sure you can find that fragment once you get rid of the Dominion.
Here's hoping.
That relic piece must be nearby.
I'm looking. Fragment in hand. Heading back to you.
Excellent.
That's it. The relic's reassembled.
Now we can bury it for good. Wait, what's that?
Incoming.
Get ready for so many scars.
Changing me up.
You're doing great, Andrew. We have this.
More scars incoming.
Two of them look tough. Watch your ammunition. Really want this relic.
Well, they're not getting it. This will last to the scars.
I hope so. What else could they throw at us?
Oh, all sorts of things. Scars are very resourceful. But at the moment, we should probably worry more about these incoming Dominion signals. Ready, Freelancer?
You bet.
Nice takedowns, Freelancer.
Yours aren't so bad either.
I'm so glad we're all cooperating. And we brought their pets. Tough punch, I'll give him that.
We can do it. What's your motto again, Freelancer?
Stronger together?
Yeah, that's it.
They have two Furies.
Fury, don't let them flank you.
Trust the Freelancer on this one. One Fury down.
Makes things a little easier.
That's the last of them. We did it.
Freelancer Sentinel cooperation at its finest.
Yes. Oh, and speaking of which, the other Sentinels and I were talking. There's this Sentinel tradition. If you like, you could join us at the bar, in the fort.
Raising a glass to the fallen.
Exactly. We'd be honored to have you with us.
I'll be there.
telling you straight up. Hey, you know I'm kind of number one when it comes to laundry in this fort, right?
Where are you going with this, Neeson?
You learn certain truths when you launder, and I've discovered something I feel needs to be shared.
Don't tell me something I don't want to hear.
Commander Vool has the nicest underwear in Fort Tarsus.
Why, Neeson? Why would you tell me that?
Think about it. Commander Vool is an important military leader. What if our enemies find out he enjoys fancy monogram boxer shorts?
I'm going to pretend we never had this conversation.
Good thinking. Yeah, keep it on the down low. I get it.
I don't think you do, Neeson.
Am I gonna see you around?
I doubt it.
Maybe if I see you first, we'll talk again.
Only if you see me first.
Copy that. I'm gonna take that as a possible yes.
Freelancer, you made it!
I would miss this for anything.
As an extension of Freelancer Sentinel cooperation, rounds are on Sentinel Bryn tonight.
Even if she always sticks to one cup.
Hey, moderation bar. One day you'll learn.
So how does this get-together work?
Just here to relax and think about those who've left us. To celebrate them. I'm sure freelancers do something similar.
I think most Lancers do. We face the same threats, fight the same fights.
Bleed the same blood. When you're going out there, it's for everyone.
To the Sentinels before us and those to come. To those who sacrificed.
To those who will.
You know our ode for the fallen?
I picked it up somewhere. Maybe you're having an influence on me.
Finally. Before I forget to say it, I'm glad we got to know each other.
Take care of yourself, Bryn. You've earned it.
Stay vigilant, freelancer.
Hey, freelancer.
Nadira?
Freelancer. My husband Leighton mentioned you saw him again.
We spoke. He told me about his past, what he did for the Dominion.
Pretty bad, I'm guessing.
It was hard to hear, but if you're a Dominion spy, I guess it's part of the job.
The things they do to their own people, or make their people do to themselves. I can't imagine bearing those scars.
He talked about someone named Aurora. I think it's a woman he knew. Something bad happened to her.
Aurora?
That rings a bell?
I've seen the name. A briefing on an old Dominion operation. Details were sketchy. I'm trying to remember. I think it was called Prism Tacit. That was their code name for it.
Do you think Leighton was involved?
He must have been. But if I ask him, it'll get messy. I'm his wife now, not his debriefing agent. There's too much emotion involved.
That just means you care. Leighton's lucky he found you.
Who knew spying was the easy part? It's marriage that takes training.
Can't help you there.
You've already done more than you had to. I appreciate it. We both do.
When I see Leighton again, I'll ask him about this Prism Tacit.
Thank you.
Sorry about that whole thing with Owen. We were so distracted by our own problems, we only just heard. So you're a legend several times over now.
Talking about the Heart of Rage?
Heart of Rage, Cenotaph, sending the Dominion running back to Strawheim. General Tarsus better watch out.
Freelancer. I'm glad you stopped by.
Why? You in trouble?
People always ask me that. No, I'm a model citizen. It's Aunt Cardea. She's not herself.
Dax. She was trapped in a temporal reality for 10 years. That changes a person.
I know, but it's like she can't accept what's real versus what she saw in that place. She keeps asking questions about the commander.
Fool. That's random.
Right?
What kind of questions?
The kind that don't make sense, like, has he written to Vera? And has he discovered he's allergic to strawberries? Is he allergic to strawberries?
Okay, those are unique questions.
I don't know what to tell her. All I know about the commander is that he hates me.
He doesn't hate you.
Every conversation we have ends in him yelling at me.
I think disapproves is more accurate.
I think the commander and I would be fine if we never spoke again. I just don't get it. Why him?
Cardea saw different possible pasts and futures, right? Maybe Vool's in one of those.
Not sure I like the sound of that. But if he can help her adjust to reality, then I guess I can stomach him. The real question is how to get on his good side. A peace offering, maybe?
What about one of your maps? It's something the Sentinels could use, and Vool might see you in a new light.
Maps? Seems kind of boring, but okay. Maybe you could come with me when I talk to him?
Vool doesn't think much of freelancers.
Well, added together, his low opinion of us both could amount to a positive.
I don't think it works like that, but sure.
Yes, thank you.
Wall's coming along well.
Oh, yes. Just reading over a few of these.
Everything all right?
I'll be fine. No need to worry.
Come on, Yara. Don't bullshit me.
You're right. Stronger together, huh?
Exactly. So what's going on?
Well, more and more people come in, reading stories, posting contracts. Things are better.
That's good, right?
Of course, yes. But I've been wondering about Garnet.
Your freelancer friend?
Yes. So many years have passed. Things are beginning to fade, you know? The end of his story does not hang on the wall. All he did, will it be forgotten?
Not if you have anything to say about it.
This is the truth.
And you clearly take talking very seriously.
There is none more serious. Thank you, my friend. It's good to laugh. This time of year can be difficult. Years ago, the news of Garnet... You understand.
I think so. It's a kind of anniversary.
Yes, like you say. You think I will ever find Garnet's story?
It's out there somewhere.
You think so?
Yes. Just keep looking. Until then, you know so much about him. Tell those stories.
Have no fear. I will always do that. Yet maybe I write some of my memories of Garnet down. You know, while I wait.
That sounds like a good idea.
Yes. Yes, I think I will do that. I have some writing to do. The Heart of Rage is no more. Freelancers kept their promise. I will shout this from the rooftops. The rooftops, you hear me?
I hear you.
We've been through a lot, yes? Well, I think you're ready for a real challenge. Don't fool about on these contracts. Very dangerous.
Hi there.
Keep moving, big fish. No time to chat.
Right, big fish. Is that actually a good thing, Johnny? Rife calls me Big Star.
Maybe to Rife. To me, you're a big fish in a little pond.
And I'm still not sure.
It's... No. Sorry, I'm just swamped. Gotta check the voltage on the emergency batteries before my next run. Striders go missing every day. If I'm not prepared, people will die.
Maybe I can help?
You want to run maintenance on Strider batteries? Really?
I'm well aware of the mundane parts of the job.
That's refreshing. You'd be surprised how many veterans only focus on glory or tradition.
Not me. That's such a small part of the story.
Exactly. Your story's not gonna end well if your jab's fluctuator acts up.
Or the hydraulics give out because you were too tired to flush the system.
You know, you're not half bad.
I was thinking the same thing about you. Let's take a look at those batteries, Johnny.
Here we are, tracking down the clues Robin Moore left. No idea where they'll lead, but that's the fun of it. I'll stay here with the Strider. Be nice to go with you, but my notes are really heavy. So heavy. Let's get started, I can't wait. mentioned this used to be a waypoint for Arcanists. Then, you know, a cataclysm. It was damaged and abandoned.
What am I looking for?
According to his writings, more hidden information in a series of runes. They should be around here somewhere.
Ah, it's burning through my suit!
Those plants are growing very close to these runes, almost as if they're a deterrent.
You think they were planted on purpose? Isn't this ruin ancient?
These things, they live forever, and they get more toxic over the years. They could have killed you easily if you hadn't been in a javelin.
Great.
Death traps, danger? This only proves we're on the right track. Interesting. It all matches up with what I've seen in Moore's writings. Yes! As expected, they're leading us to another location. Did you know that most of Robin Moore's discoveries are lost to time? And now we're the ones who'll bring them back. Think about all the good that might do.
Better be worth the danger is all I'm saying.
Oh, I'm certain it will be. The runes must be around here somewhere. Blast, look at the size of that thing. Bad luck. Those things will make it difficult to find the runes. Scorpions everywhere. Blast! This is more difficult than I anticipated. We're getting close. Just a few more runes. I think I know where all this is leading. There's a Shaper rune nearby that Moore's known to have studied extensively. It says he hid something there, a data archive locked in a vault. Chills. Good chills. I mean, oh, this is exciting. Watch out for those scorpions. You need to find the attunement points to open it. Look around. It'll take time to open. Make sure you stay close. All the information more left us indicates that he hid a data archive in the vault. But there's nothing. This is wrong. Someone got here before we did.
What was that?
The Strider. The Strider's shaking. Look.
Maddie?
The Strider's under attack. I'm under attack.
On my way.
The one in charge? He's not like the others. The colors and embellishments on his javelin. Familiar, but I just can't place them. Crap. What do you want from me? down the Strider. Why does someone want me dead?
Breathe. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Okay. Looks like we've lost power to the engine. If you can find backup batteries, we might be able to reroute the systems to use them instead. Things are starting up. Slow, might take some time, but it's a good sign. This is awful. After all that, we didn't even get Moore's data archive.
Where do you think it is?
The boss taunted me about the archive before he told his men to murder me. He's behind it all. I just know it. Why don't you head back to the fort? I'll meet you there. The inside of this thing smells like burnt-out wires.
Ah, Freelancer. Come, we should talk.
You sure?
Yes, it's all right.
You wanted some time with your thoughts.
Yes. I hold on to the past with both arms. Hard to let go. Truth? I'm still holding, but maybe one arm now.
You know, I think that's okay.
So much has changed around here, for the better. That was you.
I fought hard. We're seeing the results.
Careful. That confidence does not turn to arrogance, But it's true. I hear many stories about you here.
There's been a lot going on.
Yes. You caught that imposter, that thieving coward, Diggs. And what can be said about the Heart of Rage, the Dominion, the Monitor?
We can say they're gone. Let's leave it at that.
What you did, an immortal act of bravery for Fort Tarsis.
It's my home.
Our home. You fulfilled a contract to us, kept your promise made years ago. That is what I treasure most. So young, and yet you show me the future. You said you remember when things go right. The wins.
And I remember you telling me there's always two sides.
Yes, to everything. Times change, people lose hope, but you hold firm to what's important. You hold firm in doing what must be done to survive and protect those in need.
That's what freelancers do.
Aha. You see? You show me the future of freelancers. They will believe the world favors no one, that you make your own luck. Like me. They will allow experiences to change them into something better.
Just trying to keep up with the world. Live my own story.
Then a question for you. Honest now. You hear me?
I hear you.
When it's time, who will write my story?
I'll try to do it justice, if you want that.
I do want that, my friend. Thank you. But enough of this. I'm not dying today. Go, leave me to my work. The heart of rage is no more.
Right, I get it. Jarl makes it seem like we're part of something bigger than ourselves. But death isn't a story. It's just an end.
I know you blame him for what happened, but...
I don't.
You do, and I understand. But you're wrong.
Just be careful. Okay?
Everything all right?
If I say yes, can we ignore that discussion with Wraith?
If that's what you want.
Good. Good.
Johnny.
It's just... Wraith doesn't get it. Her head's full of Jarl's stories. She's been in firefights, but not a real battle.
And you have?
I was... at Freemark when the Dominion attacked. Before your time.
You were there when the cenotaph...
Front row seat. I made it out. But my cipher, my brother, our link was open until the end.
Every time we suit up, we know it could be the last time.
He didn't suit up. He was inside a Strider. He was supposed to be safe.
Is that why you focus on helping Striders?
I'm done with glory. Done messing with powers we can't begin to understand. The contracts I take may be boring, but they're honest. Unlike Jarl's wall of stories. Romanticizing the dead to get new recruits.
Yarrow's wall honors the fallen.
It's propaganda. I should know. I ate it up. When I was young, all I wanted was to leave Fort Tarsis. I'd climb across rooftops, dreaming of joining Jarrow on his adventures.
Then you did.
And I lost everything.
Have you talked to Yarrow?
Of course. All the time.
About this?
No. It would only cause an argument. Thanks for the ear. But I need to get back to work.
Feels good to be a hero again, you know? Every freelancer should be so lucky. Knowing people will be talking about it.
While we're tracking down Moor's archive, I've got some work for you. My colleagues are beginning to see the benefits of help from a skilled freelancer. So you're a legend several times over now.
Talking about the Heart of Rage?
Heart of Rage, Cenotaph, sending the Dominion artifacts on.
Now this is why I listen to this damn show. Freelancer, exciting news. My superiors have given me official approval for us to work together.
That's great, Bryn. Does this change anything?
Well, not really. I just feel better about it. Anyhow, I'll have a steady supply of contracts for you. All sorts of trouble needs solving.
This is a prime example of what's wrong with your attitude. You rely too much on your family's influence.
Wow, you are the worst at receiving gifts.
A javelin isn't a gift. It's a responsibility, something you know nothing about.
Then teach her. That's what a good leader would do.
Adaxia Dell is unteachable.
How would you know? You shoved me in a corner and put me on desk duty.
Is there something you want?
How do you feel about strawberries?
I don't have time for your pranks.
It's not a prank, I swear.
There is a point to this, Commander. Just answer the question.
I don't take orders from you.
You're allergic to them, aren't you? Strawberries, I mean.
How did you know that?
You remember my aunt? Cardea Dell.
Of course I remember. You used Sentinel resources without permission to find her.
She's having a hard time adjusting after her experience in the Emerald Abyss. She has memories of things that might have been or could be.
Some of those memories involve you.
We've never met.
But she thinks you have. I hoped you might talk to her. Answer her questions. Show her what's real.
Cardea and Dax are members of the royal family. It's your job as a sentinel to help and protect them.
I know my duty, freelancer.
Then what is there to talk about?
Fine. I'll give your aunt a tour of Fort Tarsis. That should help her find her bearings. And I admit, I'm curious about what she's seen.
You're not such an old grump after all.
Dax, don't push your luck.
I'd listen to your friend.
Yes, sir. Roger, sir.
There you are. Been looking for you. Too busy saving the glitching fort to stop for a drink?
Never. Can't save anybody with a parched throat.
Turns out today's your lucky day. That swill you wanted from Fortuo? Got 4 crates of the stuff in the back now.
Fortuo brew. You actually got it. Yara will be over the moons.
Great. Maybe the old gearhead will quit giving my boys the stink eye every time he comes in. Speaking of the boys, Amal's made some fancy pants cocktail with Fortuo brew. Actually makes it drinkable. Can't put it on the menu till it has a name, though. Got any suggestions?
Yeah. Call the drink, Garnet.
I like it. Kind of classy. Like my ex-wife, but not as expensive. You need anything else, let me know.
Actually, I've got a question. You'll name the drinks, but not the bar. What's up with that?
I told you they think this place is cursed, right? It's part of the pattern. Every new owner comes in, puts a name on the sign, kicks the bucket. It's like a tradition for idiots. So, first thing I did when I realized I was stuck with a bar was throw that tradition in the garbage.
You think that'll beat the curse?
Curse or no curse, I think don't do the same crap that's failed for everyone else.
Words to live by.
See? You already know this stuff. It's what I like about you. Keep your head out there.
What was your favorite name the bars had? Fine. The Golden Dragon. Remember? About a year ago. Right. Zaya was always...
Layton.
Good to see you, Freelancer.
That name, the one that's been bothering you.
Aurora.
I mentioned it to your wife.
You did?
It's the only thread you have to go on. I figured it might help.
Well, it's decent of you. You've already done more than we have a right to ask.
You've had a rough time.
What did you learn? Who was Aurora?
Nadira thought she was connected to a Dominion operation. Does Prism Tacit mean anything to you?
This was...
Layton?
This was a mistake. We shouldn't have done it.
What?
I'm remembering now. You have no idea what's going on here.
Whatever it is, we need the truth. It's the only way this gets solved.
You may regret that.
Then tell me why.
A Dominion plan to infiltrate Corvus. A cipher mentally programmed to pose as a defector.
Wait a minute.
Underneath the defector's persona, the real agent remembers everything he sees and hears.
Oh, crap.
I remember who I am.
You're the agent.
My name is the Trigger. I'm Prism Tacit.
Maybe so, but your persona, I don't think it was a lie. His regret, your regret, sounded genuine.
It was deemed the most probable way to gain her trust.
Who?
Aurora, the code name for the enemy operative likely to have useful intelligence. My wife, Nadira.
You used her?
It's why her name is so painful to hear.
I think I was wrong about you.
No, I was wrong about myself. The man I was programmed to be has become the man I want to be. My conscience began as a facade, a layer, but it fed the seeds of doubt, of truth. I understand the pain I've caused, that I will cause. I really do love her. But I pulled away, knowing what the other part of me planned. I can't lose her.
Maybe in the world of spies, this is how things go. Maybe she'll understand.
Spy or not, she's still my wife. She saw the best in me, and I returned the favor by giving her my worst.
And now?
Tell my wife. It's your obligation to Fort Tarsis. I'm done lying. She was right, you know. I needed to make a friend. You've helped me understand myself. But don't risk yourself or others. Repeat the trigger now. My persona will forget we had this conversation.
If you insist. Prism Tacit.
Freelancer, I'm sorry, I must have drifted again. These damn memories. What were we saying?
Nothing. I was just leaving.
Hey, Freelancer.
Now you can get rid of those hostiles. Oh, I am glad to see that done. Oh, I just discovered something new. The Arcanists are collecting some Shaper relic data. Head out to their beacons and activate them.
Understood.
Those outlaws must have come out to scrap the beacon. Deal with them, then activate it. Incoming! It's not far.
On it.
things here.
There's one more thing.
I have a report of a massive energy spike from a Shaper relic. Silence it. Quick.
Got it.
The Dominion came to steal the relic, and now they're shooting at everything. Return the thing. Watch out. That relic's throwing out all kinds of creatures now. Silence it quick. Now take out those active hostiles. Oh, I am glad to see that done. You did it! Well done. That's everything.
Hey, remember Arena Call?
Hey! Feels good to be a hero again, you know? Every freelancer should be so lucky. Knowing people would be talking about us.
Freelancer, any progress with my husband?
Nadir, I have to tell you something, but I'm not sure how.
This doesn't sound like good news.
No.
Then it depends on how bad it is. In Corvus, I sometimes massage the news to avoid even worse damage. So let's hear it. Is Leighton okay?
Leighton's made a breakthrough. That's the good news. The memory that's bothering him, he knows what it is.
That's fantastic. You mean Aurora?
Well, that's also the bad news. Leighton, he isn't really a defector. You're Aurora.
Of course. Damn. I had a bad feeling about this. Part of me did anyway. I didn't want it to be true. But when you mentioned Aurora, it connected some dots.
I am glad I could help. I don't really know.
I'm sorry it went like this. I needed a neutral party to work it out. If I'd confronted him directly, I don't know what would have happened.
Now that we know, we've still got an enemy agent living here in Fort Tarsus.
But he's not an enemy to me. My feelings for him aren't a lie. I don't think his are either.
Maybe the Persona's feelings for you, the Leighton programmed by the Dominion, but the real one's underneath.
Did you speak to him? The real one?
The real Leighton said he still loves you. He pulled away because he doesn't want to lose you.
That's good to hear.
Yet you seem worried?
If Tassin finds out...
It is her job.
I know. And her job will be to handle Leighton. It won't be good. If you don't mind, it's time we both talk to him. I'll meet you there when you're ready.
Freelancer, I've got a big contract today.
Destruction of all we know big or oversized monster big?
That's quite the threat range. The contract's much tougher than usual. Don't go out unprepared. Closing the heart of rage and forcing back the minion? Nice day's work, Freelancer.
Freelancer, you're here. This was a terrible idea.
Slow down, Dax. What's wrong?
Commander Vol's tour. It started off fine, but then he began joking and offering Aunt Cardea his arm and buying us roasted grabbit.
What, like a date?
Exactly like a date. And the worst part is, she's totally into it. Smiling, laughing, blushing at the commander.
Dax, I thought the whole point was to make your aunt happy.
Yes, but...
Smiling, laughing, blushing. Those all sound like improvements.
I know, I just didn't want it to happen this way.
Why?
I thought the commander could assist, but I wanted to be the one to help her. Why am I not enough?
Dax, no one can be everything to another person. Friends, family, partners. They all fulfill different roles in our lives.
I somehow made this about me.
A little. But it's not too late to change.
Okay. I'll give the commander a shot. For Aunt Cardea's sake.
Hey, at least it's Vool and not Lord Roy.
Yikes. Way to put things in perspective.
Hello?
My philosophy is pretty simple. If you can't grill it, it's not worth your trouble. There's usually someone here before with a story to tell, a contract to offer. Ask around. Never know what you might learn.
Pilot. That's right. I said pilot. No. Just because you were there.
If you want to say hello to Aruna, I hear she's at the bar.
Yeah, if I survive being hunted by scars, I'd be at the bar too.